introduction to the B275 class. So in reading Elder Bednar's talk, it really helped me and went along with what I have to say in my introduction too. So starting off with a time in my life where I chose the path of least resistance in my education was I was actually a student at BYU Provo when I was still young, and I had some changes happen in my life that weren't good and were a little difficult to work through. And at that time, I'd been a motorcycle mechanic off and on through high school and in the summers and whenever I could. And I realized I was really good at it, and it was something I liked to do. So I was going through all this stuff that was difficult to work through, and BYU weren't very good. I was suffering academically, and I thought, well, I'm a really good motorcycle mechanic. I'm just going to do that. So I took the path of least resistance at that time, and I actually went to a motorcycle mechanic school and got certified and was really good for a lot of years. And then I realized a couple years down the road now that was the path of least resistance, and wasn't exactly what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Being a mechanic for 14 years has taken its toll on me, physically and mentally, and I realized that it's now time to be the faithful and competent student or person that I need to be. And I'm going back to school now and getting a degree in business management, and hopefully can do something better with my life. And one of the first questions that everybody asks me in all these introductions is if I'm going to open up my own shop, and the answer is hopefully not. Being a mechanic is something that in the future I would like to only be a hobby or something that I just do for fun. So that's really not the goal of this. The goal of this is to either have my own business that is somewhat beneficial for society. I have no idea what that would ever be. My emphasis is in entrepreneurship, and hopefully I find something that is worthwhile and benefits society that I can do with that. Or just there's so many other options that I hope education will lead to, and that's my story. I live in Rigby, Idaho, outside Rigby, so I'm fairly close to campus. I live out in the country, so we have horses and land, and in the summer times I help out on the farms and all the good stuff that comes with country living. So that's my introduction. Glad to meet the rest of you, and hopefully this semester goes great. Bye.